group of bikers departed from Deadwood, rode around the Black Hills, and ended up right back here in Sturgis. Now, it wasn't the route that these bikers took that made this group ride more significant than others throughout the week. Electric vehicles crossing South Dakota will find EV charging stations like the one in Wall easier as the state begins to add more. Rapid City's own holiday parade scheduled for this weekend. Questions are raised for public safety officials. Her parents and the daughter that was attacked really want to stress to people that they don't want this to discourage people from traveling. They just want to warn people to know the dangers of where you're traveling to.
It's intense. I didn't think we were going to go that fast in the car going around the corners.
The first stop was a regular traffic stop, which didn't prepare me for being shot at after the second vehicle pursuit.
Made me turn around. Look at this. That bad. Oh.
Just a little boy.
Yeah. Even with a bulletproof vest, that's going to break ribs and all kinds of stuff.
With both continuing to hit record highs, travelers might have to look to make some adjustments to their vacations. Hi, thanks, Nick. We're in Dale's Sportsbook right now. It's one of the betting lounges in Deadwood. Not sure what the size of a football field is? Well, then you're in luck because you can use the rule of thumb.
If you close one eye and you can cover the animal with your thumb, you should be far enough away.
I'm inside of the Journey Museum, where behind me was the opening ceremony for the 50th flood exhibit. Inside, you'll find community members either learning about, honoring, or remembering the flood from 1972.
His voice was to make the Native Americans have voice.
Legendary Native American journalist Tim Gallego passed away Sunday at the age of 88.
Gallego's known for working to ensure that the voices of Native American people are heard. Among many accomplishments, he founded several Native American newspapers and the Native American Press Association. However, that journey to success wasn't without some challenges.
So there's obstacles. You just have to learn how to fight your battles and choose the battle that you want to win, and that's something that Tim has always done.
Jackie says before his battle to be a voice for Native American people in mainstream media, Gallego was actually looking at a career in business.
Sturgis Motorcycle Rally gives people the opportunity to express themselves through their bikes, their clothing, and for one person through their art. Today's events at the Meade County Fair highlighted projects from students in the 4-H club during their achievement days. A person is dead tonight in an officer-involved shooting. Here's what we know.
Attractions, attractions, and more attractions.
Towns like Deadwood are known for their many tourist attractions that keep people coming in from all around the world, even on summers like this one, where the cost to travel might be a bit higher than usual. At what rate are abortions happening in America? Well, in the wake of the Supreme Court's ruling overturning Roe v. Wade, our Washington News Bureau, Nicole Newman, takes a closer look at the numbers. Thanks, Jack. When you think of the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, some things that could come to mind are motorcycles, good food, live entertainment, and music. San Francisco has a bold new billboard. It's not a welcome, but a warning. Last spring, questions were raised on whether or not rising gas prices and inflation would affect western South Dakota's tourism industry. Uptown Mall is looking to change the environment of the mall by adding more businesses that focus less on retail and more on spaces for people to hang out.
I'm gonna look inside. I'm actually gonna go through this haunted house myself.
Hearing the screams coming from inside and just kind of giggling to ourselves and knowing what's coming and that they've hardly even begun.
I am shaking right now.
It's delightful.
If you're a South Dakota local, you might think it's a great state to live in, and you wouldn't be alone. Just to give some perspective on how much of that snow really was created by the ski area itself, this neighboring hill right here, as you can see, it doesn't have any snow on it at all. The Black Hills Home Buyers Expo wrapped up this afternoon and 400 vendors. There's a new sheriff in town, or at least there's about to be. Current Pennington County Sheriff Kevin Tome says he will not be running for re-election in 2022. At the rally, you'll find both vendors and cyclists exercising their right to the First Amendment. But what happens when exercising that right becomes offensive? As supply chain issues continue to affect the global economy, federal officials are looking to ease some of the problems at our ports. Multiple businesses that create renewable sources and the people who use them claim this proposed tariff would charge them to use the energy they produce themselves.
So what you're seeing behind me is the smoke coming up from this fire here. What happened is it started out as a structure fire that currently is under investigation.